Hi there and welcome to the first video, what to do next. You've just signed up to your multi-blog, you've got into it, you now want to know what it all does because obviously you've not had it before. You may do know how to use WordPress, you may know how to do that, but some people that are new to all this won't understand what WordPress is, so I'm going to do some short videos. This is going to show you how to use it to the best advantage, and it's pretty simple really. The login page will load up, which is this one here, and that I've logged in as another user and not logged in as the admin, and that way then you can see how it will look for you, and you're not going to see anything that you shouldn't really be seeing, and it's not going to confuse you. So you've logged in, you've got to this page. This page now is going to be the first training video, the one that I'm doing now. I've put a video here now to show you how it's going to look. This will change, and obviously on the next video you'll see that the first video is in place, and then so on and so on. But this is going to be your dashboard. When you log in, this will be your dashboard. Now I'm going to explain what everything is so that you will have a full understanding of what you have to do and how everything's set up for you. Now this is your top bar. This is your top admin bar. Now the WordPress side of it, if you do want to know anything about WordPress.org, or you want to go and look at the documents, have a look at the forums. Now this entire blogging network is run from WordPress. I'm not going to put my hands up and say yes, I've built everything by hand, because there's no point. This already ranks high in Google, and you only have to do it a certain way to make it rank. So if you do want to know a little bit more about WordPress, you can have a look at them features. Now on the top here, it will be generic, Easy Money Systems Blogging Network, if you want to call it that. That's what I've called mine, and that's what I tell the system to call the rest. You can change that. I will show you the settings in a second, but obviously that's where you change your name to your blog, and this is where it comes up here. So if you do click on Visit Site, what this will do, this will open up your page. And this is what will be generically loaded into the system for you. Now all you have to do to make it look like the original is put in a banner, put in another banner, change your categories, and take out the post and start posting your own. That's it. Everything's all done for you. You've got your own system, your own blogging platform, and these videos are going to show you how to use the systems. So this is what it'll look like, so that you've got it ready to go, already labeled, posts are already in it, so you can have a look at how they're all set up. These videos are going to show you how to use that as well, but this is just going to be basic simple videos that are going to show you how to use your tools. So if you click on Visit Site, that's what happens. It will load up the site. This is for your comments, and when people write on your blog and comment on your content, which will happen in the future, you will get a notification that will turn into 1 or 2 or 10 or 100, and you can go and have a look at this, and this will show you the comments that have been made. Now I've already made up some silly emails just to show you what comments look like. Then you can have options to reply to that. You can do a quick edit if they've made a spelling mistake and they've not noticed it. You can edit the comment and take out stuff that you may not want to be put on there. If it's got a link, you don't want the link on there because obviously they've got the link in already. You can do different kind of things. You can also block people, and you can check to see if this person is a spammer. Now what I mean by spammer is someone that sets up a robot that goes out and pollutes people's websites with bogus content that's no good to you. That's what that means in a nutshell. So that top bar here is your comments. SEO, I'm sure you may have heard of it if you have been online, and if you haven't, SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. Now this will be what you want to call your blogging site. This will give you some options to go in there and be able to change everything. Now the settings are set up right. I've made sure that the settings duplicate all the way through a dummy site that I've built that I think is ready to go for you guys to be able to use as fast as possible. If you do want to change any settings, once you start learning to do things, you can start looking at things and have a look at documents and think, okay, I want to do that, I want to donate, or I want to change the peg nation on the conical URLs, which may not know what that means, but you will know what that means if you start looking and start having a look at the documents. But these are all the settings. Now what I do need you to do is I want you to fill in this area here. I want you to fill in what you want to call your blog. So EMS blogging platform. Yeah, it's got to be no more than 60 characters. If you use 60 characters, watch, I've got a little red light that should come on. There we go, yellow, red. If you get to 60, you're allowed. 61, it turns red. That means no, don't do that. Never ever have it past that, because the SEO part of your blog, if this is set up properly, will help your content rank faster with it being on a blogging platform. So I've used 21 characters and I'm going to have a look at the description. So I want to put easy money systems blogging platform which helps me grow my business online. This has to be no more than 160 characters, because if I put in that, see, we can't do that, so I have to take them out. That's under 160, so it's not allowing me to do that, and I'll just show you that it is 160, so you can see, look, the yellow light's coming on again and then the red light comes on again. So we need to take that away. We use that for now. So we've got 135 characters, and what I want to do now is I want to put some keywords in. Bear in mind, if you do get stuck, have a look at these. This documentation is showing you everything what you need to do. So you put in the keywords. My keywords are going to be EMS. They're also going to be blogging platform, and then obviously we'll use blogging and platform. So we'll use them again, but this time what we'll do is we'll put a little comma in between, and then we'll look easy money systems, and that can go in there, and then obviously do it again and put in the comma. Now I'm ready to go. Now we could use a static front page, which means if we just want to have a capture page and we don't really want to use the blog that much, you can make a front page like a capture page, and you can send traffic to that capture page, which then will fill up your team if you put your link on that page. So obviously get used to all these settings. You do need to set this up like this. Now what I want you to do is, once you've done your description in the home page settings, leave keyword settings there okay for now. What I want you to do is, where it says page title, I want you to take away the second part of everything that's not got anything other than page title. So you see how I'm deleting everything? Let me just make it a little bit bigger, the screen, so people can see what I'm doing. There we go. So I'm taking that away on everything that's got it on, because I don't want the blog title coming on. It will make my words a lot bigger. So what it will do is, when I say you're only allowed to use certain amount of words on a page, so 60 on for titles and 160 for descriptions, if we have them set any different, that will trigger this to not rank, which means get as much traffic as you should be getting in the search engines. All these settings you can have a look at. Now I wouldn't touch any of these settings other than what I've put them in. I don't think it will benefit you any better. You may think that you understand SEO, and if you do, by all means go in and change the settings that you think will enhance your ranking skills with the content that you actually produce. So let's update the settings, because we've changed everything that we need to change. Then the next button on the top says delete cache. Now what I want you to realize is, because we're using so many sites on one blogging platform, there's going to have to be something called a cache. Now what the cache does is it clears the web space so that more people can view the pages. Now what I ask you to do is, if your site is running slow, I need you to press this button for me. If you do that, it will help the site go a lot faster, which I'll show you now. You see, it's loaded up, and then what we're going to do is start going into these settings now, and you can see how fast the site's getting. So we're hovering over, and we've got from this side, so that's going to clean your site for you on a regular basis. It just makes sure your site is up to date and running properly. What I need you to do as well is note that this side over here that I'm looking at now is your user panel, which means if you need to use your profile for any purpose at all, or to log out, then this is the side to go for. You click on this and this will show you your profile. As you can see, you can change the color of how you want the back office to look. It doesn't have to look like this. You have it whatever color you like. I like using the midnight color. I like the red. But for this one, we'll use this one, because this one is the colors regarding VCL. Is the colors regarding EMS. So we've now got over there. If you ever want any help, see the button that's hovering underneath your profile side of the bar? Click on help, and this will show you how to do that. Now that's it in a nutshell. If you ever need to change your username, or if you want to change your current name, what you need to do is fill in your details and save anything that you have. So if you have a website you want to use other than this, an RSS feed, a LinkedIn account, Pinterest, all these are all Google, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Behance. You can use any of them and you can update them, and then they will show up in your profile, which means you'll get a lot of traffic to your social media as well. What I do suggest you do is write a little bit about yourself, 2 or 3 lines. Hi. So I've wrote a little bit about myself. That's what I need to do. And if you ever need to change your password, put your password in identical in these two here. What you need to do, click your profile, and that will save. That is your account. So we've done the top bar. We know what all these settings are now. What we need to do is we need to start working down this side, because this is your menu bar to help you navigate through the system. Now your dashboard you've already seen. It has the video on, and that will help you learn the system one by one. You can have a look at the dashboard, watch the next step in the videos, and it will show you how to use everything. We've shown you the all-in-one SEO, which was the SEO here, so that one gets rid of that one. Now the next video is going to be about posts, and obviously we're not going to go over that one now, but that is where your posts would be. If you wanted to put a new post on, you could click on add new. If you wanted to have a look at all your posts, you can have a look at that there. You can have a look at your categories. You can make new categories. The same with tags. You'll be able to make new tags and add new categories, or delete categories if you think that they shouldn't be on your blogging platform anymore. Media I will show you now. It is your library of all your pictures or your banners, anything that you want to advertise or you want to show on your blogging platform. You need to upload them into your media library. I'll just show you how to do that quite quickly so that you can see how to do that. You click the add new button, and this will drop down here for you. Now what I need you to do is click on select files, and I'm just going to pick this one here. Now that's already done for me, and that's already loaded. Now what you need to do to select it is click on it, and a URL to show where it is on your blog is over here on the side. You can name it with a title, you can put a caption into it, you can put some alternative text, and I will show you in the post how it's important to have the alternative text the same as your title keywords, but we will explain that in the post one. But that's where you put it in there. Your description, and then obviously who it's uploaded by will come to me so that I can see who's uploading everything to make sure that everything's being done legitimate and it's all done safely. So that is where all your settings are for media, and you can upload PDFs, pictures, videos. You can have anything media like audio. You can upload them in there and that will all upload them for you. Now the maximum size says 1 megabyte. Now that is going to change to 100 megabytes just to make sure. That is going to change to 10 megabytes. Now obviously I need to make sure there's a cap on everything, and really, in honesty, if you was uploading a video, I would think uploading a video to YouTube would be more beneficial, as social media traffic's more important to your blog, which I'll explain when we're doing the post side of the videos. But that will be changed to 10 megabytes. Now, pages, I will explain in the pages video. But pages is basically the same as posts. You can go and create a page on your the top bar of the site. Let me load the top bar up, and then you can have a look at it yourself. On the top of the blog here, we have nothing at the minute on the menu. So we need to create some pages so that the pages, when clicked, open up different pages to your site with different content. So we're going to create the pages in a second when we look through the settings, but this is what it'll do. It will create a bar for you that you can activate that will show your menu right there for you. So that is pages. We will go further into that on the pages training, but that's what it is. We've already had a look at comments and contact. What I need you to do is I need you to fill in the contact form with your email, so that if anyone does contact you, you can then send them an email back on your best email. Now what you have to do to edit your contact form is click on edit. I've already put one in for you. All you need to do is go in and copy your details into this part here. So here we go. It says 2. We need to take that out, and we need to change that to your email. And we also need to change, so mine is mail digital. That's the one that I haven't set up, but that's the one we're going to use today. And then you put that into here, and then you put your name, which obviously if you fill your details in like I've shown you on your profile, your name will show up there, and then your subject will be whatever you talk about regarding your subject. So you can see all you need to do is change the details where it tells you. So there's emails. This should be okay. This one should be your email that it's using at the moment, but if not, then that's how you change them. So that is how you use your contact forms. Now, appearance. What we need you to look at with appearance is if you want to customize the way it looks, you can click on customize. What it will do is it will load up a page that you can actually go and change the colors from. You can't change the signs, the backdrop, because I don't want people changing all that and making a mess of the structure of the blog, because it's simply done for you. So what I do say is that if you want to change the colors, I'm okay with the colors, but keep the content and the way it looks the same, because if it looks any different, if there's an issue with the blog, then it might be the fact that you've changed something that shouldn't have been changed. So keep it exactly the same. Now let me have a look at customize. Right, let's have a look at widgets. Customize is this page here. Widgets are things that will show up on the side of your content. So see this here, recent posts. This is a widget. Now the reason why I say that is because when we're looking at the sidebar, which is our general sidebar, you have a search. So you have a search and a recent post, a recent comments, which is there. Your search bar's here. And then you have your archives, your categories, and your meta. What I need you to do to start with is get rid of the meta, get rid of the archives. You can keep the categories. The categories will let the person know what they're going to view. So once we load again, we should have only now the search, the recent posts, the comments, and the categories, which is correct. Now, that is how you use your widgets. You can select different ads you want to use, and what you do is, I'll do that again, you go hovering over it until the grey line comes on the outside. You see it? It might be different colours if you choose a different theme colour, but what you do is you click and keep hold of the left mouse button, and then you drag this across the page and select which place you want this to be dropped in. Now I want that to be dropped in there, and what I need to do is I need to put in a link URL. So easy. Money systems, and then we need to put in an image URL. Now once I've got the image URL in, what I need to do then is I need to save what I've done. So what I need to do is change the title, because I don't want that saying ads. What I want it saying is join us for free. That makes it more interesting. Now once we click save, we'll go and have another look and reload. As you can see, it says join us for free, and now we have the easy money picture that takes us to easy money on my URL already set up. Now if you have to watch that a few times, then go and watch it, make your own pictures. Now I'm going to, underneath the custom dashboard on video 1, there will be the banners, and I want to show you how to set them up. In video 4, I'm going to show you how to put them into the system. I've just shown you now how to use widgets, and that is all I'm showing you now. How you can add widgets, you can add your own Facebook profile. As you can see, all you have to do is go to Facebook and where your fan page is, and put in your URL there. You can have different options. This is the reason why I said to you, everything's already set up for you. You don't need to go and do things. What you do need to do is just click what you want and what you don't want, and then get rid of what you don't want and keep what you do want. You can put videos in, and if you see that's spinning round, every time that it puts a new one in, it will save it, but just to make sure, we will save it again. And now what we're going to do is we're going to have our fan page, our Twitter profile. It may not work because I've not put the settings in, but there we go. See, we've not put the settings in, so it's not letting us show that. Let me have a look now. MS Digital Media. And that now should load. Let's delete this part out. Yeah. So if you want to use a YouTube video, you put in a URL, put it in there, URL in there, and then title again. Save it. You can put a custom height. You can have it 350, or you can have it 150, or you can have it 450. I usually do for about 300, and then save it. You get the idea though, don't you? It's pretty simple to do. You follow it, easy, steps, simple. Don't get carried away and think you have to do too much. Set yourself small tasks out. There's a lot to learn here, but I've tried to strip it back as much as possible. It will be easier for you once you start using it on a regular basis, and we do have people that's inside Easy Money Systems that actually do blogging for a living. If you contact them, I'm sure they'll give you help, or if you do need them to do the blogging for you, I'm sure they'll be able to do deals with you. I don't want to give names out, I'm just going to say there is people that is available for you that can help you do this. They may charge you a small amount of money to show you how to do everything, but for that small amount of money, you've been given a free system, free network. Learn how to do it. And if you do learn how to do this and you take your time and copy what I've done, if you do get stuck and you don't know how to copy me because you've never ever done it before, there is people there that will help you, but obviously due to the fact you will have to pay for it as well. So, menus. When I said to you before that we had the menus, what you need to do is you have a drop down at the top here. It says footer menu, main menu and top menu. What you need is the main menu, and you need to select the main menu and press select. Now what happens is you have two of each. Now what I need you to do is I need you to delete one of each, because it's doubled of each one of these if you want to use all of these settings that's here for you today. So you have everything in place. There's going to be certain things that won't work. Now the reason why they won't work is because I am not letting you work. They will be clickable, but they won't work. As you can see, background won't work, customize won't work. They redirect you back to your profile page, as in this is doing now when I've just clicked the button. Do you see? Back to your custom dashboard for your page. Now let's go into tools. It's tools for import and export. Now what you need to do is if you ever want to import any WordPress content that you've already have in an original site into this one, what you need to do is you need to activate the import button. Pretty simple, click on it, and then all you have to do is click on what you need to upload, and that way then that will show you how to upload. Same for export. If you want to export your files from this, you can export your files from this and you can put them into another blog. So now you can see you can do all content or specific pages that you can send to another blogging platform. All you have to do is click on export file and it'll load up at the bottom of the screen. Done. There we go, already loaded. Settings. Now general settings, get used to them. This is where you can change what your blog name is as well. So you can change it there. You can change anything you want. Get used to where the settings are. Your writing settings, so you can have a look at what category is your default category. You can change that, and obviously you can have a look in your post when we show you later how you can change your categories. You can have a look at a site, you can have a look at quotes, images, you can have a look at default posting. You can have a look at anything that you want to have a look at, and if you, like I said, you need help, the help's here for all the forums and everything. If I was to sit here and show you every single thing that WordPress did, you wouldn't really understand it. This video is still near enough 30 minutes long, and this is just showing you how to get about, but this is the main big bulk of what you have to learn. Now reading settings, what you need to do is you make sure that if you have a static page, you select your static page. If you have a normal latest post page, leave it as it is if you want to do that, unless you want to build your own capture page or start anything off where you can get people to join you as users. There's different things that you can do, and you can also set the settings up and down and change how many settings you want to show in syndication feeds, or how many blog posts you want to show, or pages that you want to show up on your front page of the blogging network. Now discussion. You can have a look at which ones you want to tick and which ones you don't want to tick. Make sure that if you do it though, you follow the instructions and do not do anything that it says do not do. If you do that, anything happens, we will have a backup of it, but it will take a while for us to get the admin team to get you the backup together to get you back online. So it's better if you take your time, learn how to use everything, and just for the time being just note down where everything is for when you need it in the future. Like settings for the media on the next one, You can have a look at what sizes you want to bring the thumbnail size in, the medium size. You can change the sizes of them, make them bigger, smaller. It's up to yourself what you want to do. Now permalinks, I would suggest changing these. Now the reason why is because you don't want your blog URL to look like this. You want your blog URL to look nice and fluent, just like that. If it's nice and fluent, you'll be able to have it nice and easy, simple to read. Google will like it, search engines will love it, and that way then you can start using a nice, neat looking blog with the right perma structures, the right SEO, the right tools to get you moving. Now the keyword suggest you don't need to touch that, and the login with Ajax is you don't need to touch that. It'll just bring you back to the other page. So you have it all nice and neat, and you'll be able to have it so that it index faster. You'll get better search engine rankability. You've got all the tools that you need. The settings on the side, which is WP Security and SEO Scorer, ignore them. What will happen is I've already done the security for you for the blogging platform, and I've also done the SEO Scorer, which will show up on the blog posts in a second. Now obviously, once you've got the settings and you've got your bearings, make sure we're ready to go how to blog. That's the next one we're going to go to in a second, and we're going to learn how to blog.